Amargasaurus, the mysterious twin-spined dinosaur of the early Cretaceous. In a prehistoric world dominated by giants like Argentinosaurus, Giganotosaurus, or Brachiosaurus, there sometimes appeared creatures that weren't the largest or the fiercest, but whose appearance was so unusual that they left scientists and enthusiasts stunned. One of those unforgettable figures was Amargasaurus, the twin-spined, long-necked dinosaur from ancient South America. With bizarre spines rising like twin blades along its neck and back, Amargasaurus became one of the most unique and enigmatic symbols of the early Cretaceous. Era and discovery. Amargasaurus lived around 129 to 122 million years ago during the early Cretaceous. Its fossils were discovered in 1991 in the La Amarga Valley of Argentina. From that location came its name, Amargasaurus, literally meaning the lizard from La Amarga. This discovery shocked paleontology at the time. Up until then, scientists were familiar with sauropods as enormous, long-necked, smooth-backed herbivores. But Amargasaurus was different. Running along its neck and spine were giant vertebral spines, erect like lances arranged in pairs. Nature had sculpted a herbivorous dinosaur not with subtle grace, but with the flair of a warrior. Size and appearance. The twin-bladed knight. Compared with its colossal relatives like Diplodocus or Brachiosaurus, Amargasaurus was not a giant. It measured about 9 to 10 meters long, stood 2.5 to 3 meters tall, and weighed between 2.5 to 3 tons. Its frame was relatively compact and agile, perfectly suited for moving through forests, riverbanks, and floodplains. But its defining trait, the one that carved its name into history, was the row of elongated neural spines, paired and rising up to 50 to 60 centimeters tall. These started at the base of the skull, stretched down the neck, and extended along part of the back, gradually tapering near the tail. Some scientists hypothesized that these spines were covered with skin, forming a sail-like structure. If so, under the morning sun, that living sail might have glowed in vibrant hues, creating a mesmerizing display as the animal moved. Others argue that the spines were bare and sharp, acting as intimidating defensive weapons. Imagine facing a wall of spears guarding the most vulnerable part of a sauropod, the neck. Picture a herd of Amargasaurus, necks raised, spines bristling like a forest of spears, standing united against predators. Even the most fearsome carnivores like Carnotaurus or other theropods would think twice before attacking. Habitat. The ancient world of South America. Amargasaurus roamed the region we know today as Argentina, within lush ecosystems of the early Cretaceous. At that time, South America was still drifting away from Africa. Conifer forests, giant ferns, cycads, and seed plants dominated the landscape. Vast river valleys and wetlands created fertile grounds teeming with life. But this was no safe paradise. Predators prowled everywhere, medium-sized hunters like Abelisaurus, and later colossal carnivores such as Giganotosaurus. Amargasaurus had to develop extraordinary adaptations, its spines and herd strategies to survive in such a competitive world. Diet and behavior. A herd of bladed necks. As a strict herbivore, Amargasaurus fed primarily on medium-height vegetation. Its long neck allowed it to strip leaves from trees out of reach of smaller dinosaurs. Its teeth were slender and spoon-shaped, ideal for plucking soft foliage like young shoots and ferns, rather than grinding tough branches. Evidence suggests Amargasaurus likely lived in herds. This not only improved foraging efficiency, but also provided collective defense. When danger approached, the herd could bunch together, presenting a barrier of spines like a fortress wall. Its long tail could also be swung like a whip, delivering painful blows to attackers. In this way, Amargasaurus was not defenseless. It carried an arsenal built directly into its body. The mystery of the twin spines. The spines of Amargasaurus remain one of the great unsolved puzzles of paleontology. Scientists propose 3 leading theories. 1. Thermoregulation, sail. The spines, connected by skin, formed a sail to absorb or release heat, allowing the dinosaur to regulate its body temperature. 2. Defensive weapons. The spines stood bare and sharp, creating a natural armor against predators, especially protecting the vulnerable neck. 3. Display structures. Like a lion's mane or a peacock's tail, the spines may have served as a display for attracting mates or intimidating rivals. Some even speculate that hollow sections of the spines might have allowed Amargasaurus to produce sound, like natural wind instruments, enabling herd communication. While unproven, this idea paints a hauntingly beautiful picture, a herd of Amargasaurus filling the ancient plains with eerie, resonant calls. Fascinating facts. Amargasaurus was among the last surviving members of Diplodocus during the Cretaceous, when most of its relatives had already vanished. Its discovery proved that sauropods evolved not only in size, but also in extraordinary diversity of form, adapting to changing environments in unexpected ways. With its bizarre silhouette, Amargasaurus is often referred to as the long-necked knight with twin blades. Conclusion: a prehistoric night of mystery. Amargasaurus was not the biggest dinosaur, nor the fastest, nor the fiercest. Yet its strange elegance, its upright twin swords, and its ability to thrive in a harsh ecosystem make it unforgettable. It stands as proof that in the evolutionary story of life, nature does not only create giants, it also experiments with wonder, producing forms that seem almost like works of art. Imagine, across the Cretaceous plains, a herd of Amargasaurus walking slowly in the glow of dawn. Their double rows of spines catch the sunlight, shimmering like a forest of spears. That vision lingers in the imagination, a reminder of a lost world, majestic, creative, and full of mysteries still waiting to be solved.